Brunei. Brunei is a small, wealthy nation located on the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia. It developed from a powerful Malay sultanate that controlled trade routes in the region during the 15th and 16th centuries, before later becoming a British protectorate and gaining full independence in 1984. What makes Brunei different is its vast oil and natural gas wealth combined with its system of absolute monarchy under the Sultan. The country has a small population but one of the highest standards of living in the region. Brunei matters in the ASEAN region because it contributes energy, resources, and represents one of the region's longest-standing royal governments. Cambodia. Cambodia is a mainland Southeast Asian country known for its deep historical roots and ancient Khmer civilization. Its cultural heritage traces back to the powerful Khmer Empire, which built the famous Angkor temples between the 9th and 15th centuries. Cambodia's modern identity was shaped by colonial rule under France and the devastating period of the Khmer Rouge regime in the 1970s. What makes Cambodia distinct is its strong cultural continuity, visible in its temples, traditions, and national pride tied to Angkor Wat. Today, the country matters in the ASEAN region as a rapidly developing economy with growing tourism, manufacturing, and cultural influence. Indonesia? Indonesia is the largest country in Southeast Asia and the world's biggest archipelago, made up of more than 17,000 islands stretching across the equator. Its origins come from centuries of maritime trade networks, powerful island kingdoms, and later Dutch colonial rule before independence in 1945. What makes Indonesia unique is its enormous diversity, with hundreds of ethnic groups, languages, and cultures spread across islands like Java, Sumatra, and Sulawesi. It is also the world's largest Muslim-majority nation while maintaining a pluralistic national identity. Indonesia matters greatly in the ASEAN region because of its population size, economic influence, and leadership role in regional diplomacy. Laos. Laos is a landlocked country in mainland Southeast Asia, surrounded by mountains and crossed by the Mekong River. Its historical roots come from the ancient kingdom of Lan Xang, which flourished between the 14th and 18th centuries before the region later became part of French Indochina. Laos is different from many of its neighbors because it has remained quieter and less urbanized. With strong rural traditions and a slower pace of modernization, its culture is closely connected to Buddhism, village life, and river-based agriculture. Laos matters in the ASEAN region as an important geographic bridge between larger economies like China, Thailand, and Vietnam. Malaysia. Malaysia is a Southeast Asian nation split between the Malay Peninsula and northern Borneo. It formed in 1963 through the union of Malaya with Sabah and Sarawak. Following decades of British colonial administration, what makes Malaysia distinctive is its multicultural society made up primarily of Malays, Chinese, Indians, and indigenous groups, each contributing languages, religions, and traditions. The country combines modern cities like Kuala Lumpur with rich rainforests and global trade connections. Malaysia matters in the ASEAN region because of its diversified economy, strong manufacturing sector, and central role in regional commerce. Myanmar. Myanmar is a large mainland Southeast Asian country positioned between South Asia, China, and Southeast Asia. Its origins lie in ancient kingdoms such as Pagan, which built thousands of Buddhist temples during the medieval period. After decades of British colonial rule, Myanmar gained independence in 1948, but later spent much of its modern history under military government. What makes Myanmar distinct is its complex mix of ethnic groups and its strategic geographic position linking several major regions of Asia. Despite political challenges, Myanmar matters in the ASEAN region because of its natural resources, large population, and location along major trade routes. Philippines. The Philippines is an island nation made up of more than 7,000 islands in the western Pacific Ocean. Its history blends indigenous Austronesian cultures with centuries of Spanish colonial rule and later American influence, shaping its language, religion, and political system. What makes the Philippines different from many Southeast Asian neighbors is its strong Western cultural influences combined with deeply rooted Asian traditions. The country has one of the largest Christian populations in Asia and a vibrant global diaspora. It matters in the ASEAN region due to its large population, strategic maritime location, and growing digital and service-based economy. Singapore. Singapore is a small city-state located at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. Originally a trading port in regional maritime networks, it grew into a major British colonial hub before becoming fully independent in 1965. What makes Singapore unique is its transformation into one of the world's most advanced economies. Despite its limited land and natural resources, it is known for efficient governance, global finance, high-technology industries, and a multicultural society. Singapore matters in the ASEAN region as a key financial center, international shipping hub, an influential voice in regional economic policy. Thailand. Thailand is a mainland Southeast Asian country known historically as Siam. Unlike many of its neighbors, Thailand was never formally colonized by European powers, instead maintaining independence through diplomatic balancing during the colonial era. What makes Thailand distinctive is its strong cultural identity shaped by monarchy, Theravada, Buddhism, and a long tradition of art, cuisine, and architecture. The country blends historic cities and temples with modern tourism and manufacturing industries. Thailand matters in the ASEAN region because of its central geographic position, strong tourism sector, and role as one of the region's largest economies. Vietnam. Vietnam is a long, narrow country along the eastern coast of mainland Southeast Asia. Its history stretches back thousands of years, influenced by periods of Chinese rule, independent dynasties, French colonialism, and the conflicts of the 20th century, including the Vietnam War. What makes Vietnam unique is its strong national identity shaped by resilience, agricultural traditions, and rapid economic reform since the late 1980s. The country has transformed into one of the fastest-growing manufacturing centers in Asia. Vietnam matters in the ASEAN region because of its large population, expanding export economy, and strategic location along major global shipping routes. Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste is a small Southeast Asian nation located on the eastern half of the island of Timor. Its modern history is shaped by centuries of Portuguese colonial rule, followed by Indonesian occupation before finally achieving independence in 2002. What makes Timor-Leste distinct is its young national identity and strong cultural blend of Austronesian traditions, Portuguese heritage, and Catholic influence. The country is still developing its economy while building democratic institutions and infrastructure. Timor-Leste matters in the ASEAN region because it represents one of the newest nations in Asia and is working toward full membership in ASEAN while strengthening regional cooperation.